welcome to our channel. We're the GraceNotesStitchers. I'm Corinne.
I'm Colleen.
And this is the second time we're filming, so if we look a little awkward or like we're trying to remember things, that's the case, okay? And I apologize. We had two little guests here, and Paris is wandering around. But Twyla, well, Lauren's home from work, so she's more important to Twyla. So Twyla's like, forget you all.
Yeah.
So, oh, here comes Paris. I don't know. She's going to jump up. No, she's taking off. We're not good enough anymore. So, anyway, we are going to do our best to not sound boring to you. This is a channel about cross-stitch. If you are new to our channel, welcome.
We're GraceNotesStitchers. We're also GraceNotes Fabrics. You can tell by the name.
We're a little punchy, maybe, because, so, it is almost 10 o'clock at night. We filmed this afternoon, 4:30. Like, we got done with our work. We were going to a Christmas party at church tonight, ladies' Christmas banquet. It was nice, wasn't it?
I had my just like a poncho one because we were not dressed yet. So yes, now I'm all fancy in my dress and everything.
Yes. Did you bring your shoes down?
I didn't.
So they're fantastic shoes. I might even just insert a picture here if I remember. Because when she came down in them, I was like, oh, I really liked them. Yeah. But, so anyway, we already went to the Christmas party.
Yep.
And then we came home to do this. But Mr. Grace Notes is also on his way out to my parents' house. So, you know, I called him to talk to him for a little bit. And I was like, I gotta go. We have to go film. So anyway.
And he left the dogs out because he thought, my sister that was at work from 12 to like 8:30, he thought she was upstairs in her room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we came home, the living room, like, it was a little freaky, to be honest. We came home, the living room lights were on, and both dogs were standing by the door.
While they're just like, oh, hi.
And I thought they got out of the bathroom, because lately, instead of bringing them down here to put them in their cage.
They're a nice cage that well, go ahead.
She put a nice mat and made it nice and comfy.
I repurposed a mattress pad.
Yeah. But we've been putting pillows in our little half bathroom, and it's right inside the main door. There's a half bath, and they've enjoyed that. Like, we'll tell them to go to their cage, especially this one, Paris. She will take off and run to the bathroom like, I'm ready, like, shut the door because I'd rather be here. So we thought, you know, but anyway, the door was shut, so I know they didn't escape from the bathroom because he never put them in there.
Yep.
And then when I finally got a hold of him, he said something about Lauren being home, and I'm like, no, we just picked her up from work.
Yep.
So, anyway. So, let's start with some finishes. Because I think we have some.
We do.
We do. And by we, I mean we both do. Yee!
Ta-da!
This was our mystery stitch along. What was it called? Threads of Deceit.
Threads of Deceit by Stitching We.
Yes.
I haven't read all the mystery stuff.
Neither did I. I gave up. This is not a knock on her at all. We misunderstood. We didn't realize that the 3 different characters would have 3 different mysteries. So when we signed up with our friend Teddy Ann, we thought if we were each different characters, we'd get different clues, which we did, but they were all for different mysteries. So our clues didn't help each other. So after about the 2nd chapter, I stopped reading them. And then my sister was in the group for the chat. And so she was chatting with other people, which she had to invite me to that because I didn't even know that thing existed. But it's okay. I mean, I did it kind of for the mystery, but it was fun. And what I learned was that I could stitch motif a week, basically. So I have that in my goals for this coming year, and you'll get to see that soon.
So about mine, I didn't think I would keep up with the stitch along. And I didn't until it's fully released. But we are on our small retreat, so this is the first thing I put out, and I finished it, I think, the first day. But it's all stitched with floss tones, and I stitched it on 32 Lagana Sparkling Grape with GraceNotesStitchers Fabrics.
Mine is Reading to Grace, which is our
2024 retreat exclusive.
I keep getting my years messed up. I wanted to say 2025.
Oh.
So that's real helpful.
And I will try my best not to slur my words. I am numb.
I was actually going to
like
say
my
that.
entire chin, or not entire chin, but half my chin, half my bottom lip, some of my teeth. I just have my wisdom teeth pulled out, and I think there's some nerve damage. There was the warning of a tooth root being close to her nerve, and they had been like, oh, this is something that could happen. So it's been a week and a half since the surgery, but yeah.
Monday will be 2 weeks.
Yeah, so it has not come back, so
it could be a couple months, unfortunately, to heal itself.
It's not permanent, but we don't know. But I'm not doing the whole nerve mapping thing. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, we kind of looked into that, and it's not worth doing unless it's a major problem. Like if she can't like drink properly or something, then it's worth doing. But it looks very painful, so yeah,
not worth it.
Somebody had a second finish, and that would not be me.
So this is when I worked at the first retreat of this small retreat.
We call it Hemmed In.
Yes, Hemmed In.
I mean, the place is called Hemmed In.
It's called Hemmed In, and this is something my aunt made for all of them.
It's a little church that was repurposed into a crafting cottage, and it sleeps 8 people. And so this was actually the Grace Notes team.
So I worked on this project. I just got Starbucks coffee. I think that's called on Etsy, if it's still on there. But I worked it on there. I remember having to pull out a lot because like the circle didn't meet, something like that. So the next time I tried to pull it out, I realized whatever charted green that was in it, it wasn't what I was stitching with. I was like, I think I can match the shade a little bit better to what I think might look better for me. So then I finally finished it out. All right, finally found the color, and then I stitched it there, and I stitched on it until it was done. So Star Wars Coffee, may the froth be with you.
And I said, I think I know exactly where that can go.
By the coffee makers.
Yeah, right above our coffee makers.
This is stitched on, I believe, 32 count.
Lugana,
Cappuccino, Grace Notes fabrics. But it's an old whip, so I'm happy it's done.
It's good to get old whips done. So... Also, now do you want to come be on video? Oh, she jumped. There's Paris.
Soon.
Yeah, they get cut next week, so we'll have nice clean faces. Once they get groomed, we'll have to have them come visit. I knew you wanted her. So before we went to Hemmed In, it was the week before, we had finished dyeing all of our higher ground. We got that shipped out, and then we dyed Fabric of the Month. Got that shipped out, and I'm not sure if I showed this because this will be another finish. So we actually get to do things in order when we redo the video, but bear with us. It's a mess here, so things are on top of each other where they were underneath. I mean, like it's backwards. All right, so this was Colleen's design. She designed this, and we put the pattern in every single person's package who ordered the fabric higher ground. And if you are a digital stitcher and you would like this on digital instead of the paper copy that we send to you, just send us a message because we do have it that is pattern keeper friendly. That's how I stitched it. I mean, obviously the backstitch does not come through, but if you click on view PDF, it does. I mean, any PDF reader will work. This is Sunset Jobelin, obviously Grace Notes. But yeah, so we dyed that, and then we dyed Fabric of the Month, and we had even gone through all of our ironing, I think, or most of it, because we ironed slowly this time. Yeah, we would dye during the day and we were ironing in the evening because we knew we had this coming and we wanted to try to get as much done and out as we could. And I was scrunching the last bin and something went and something popped. I heard it and I felt. And I said to Colleen, if this hadn't been our last bin, it would be our last bin. So something pulled in between my shoulders. And then Saturday, we had made some mistakes. Like we had either forgotten some fabric or did the wrong count or something. But it happens. Like we have to re-dye a few colors or something. And I think it was 1 bin or 2 bins. It was pure torture. The dog is enjoying being scratched over here.
She's sliding on my silky dress.
But it was pure torture. And I went up to Hemmed In, and I was struggling to stitch. Like my friends were getting thousands of stitches in, and I was getting 300.
I got a decent amount in.
You got thousands in. You did really good.
Yeah.
But it was what it was. It was relaxing. It was great to get away. But we came back home and I was still in pain. And I told the girls, like, I like to do dishes. So I told them, you know, I'll do dishes again. Like, I usually do them, but I went, this year I can't. But I was able to clear the table and help set the table, and I helped Jamie make pizzas because she can't touch the cheese, my sister. But I told them with my shoulder, because washing dishes was that same motion. And so I came home and I went to the doctor and I sprained my shoulder.
Yep. So coming back from the retreat, it was the next day I had my surgery. So
yeah. So we were quite the pair. So I'm on the mend. It still hurts a lot. I'm wearing pain patches, and we died a little bit this week. And then we have a lot to die next week. So
yep.
hopefully we'll be able to get it all done.
Baskets you can't see behind the camera.
If not, I don't know what to do. Anyway, so I want to show you the whip. The whip. Other than that,
Threads of Deceit.
Threads of Deceit. This is all I worked on at my little retreat. I didn't get near as much as I would love to. But
at least you put out your full coverage, because I didn't.
Yeah. I got to the other side. Can you point to it? My friend is sending me new scroll rod sidebars. I don't love the ones that are quarter turn of the Omniques, because when I loosen them, I have the habit of just knocking them off and dropping them. And even Mr. Grace Notes, he went to move my project the other day. Let me give you a better look here.
Look at detail.
And he picked up my piece by the one arm, and then they both fell off. My project went flying over, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "It happens. Like, it happens to me all the time. Don't worry about it. It's just something that it does." So she's sending me the old style arms, sidebars. And we're trading size for size. I had 15s and 20s, and she had an extra well, not extra, she took them off her project, 15 and 20. So very nice. Tit for tat, basically. But not in a bad way. That's not the only project I worked on, but for Hendon it was.
Yeah, more whips.
And I didn't touch it when I got home, because that is the one thing. When I show you the other big project I did, I can't work on anything big right now.
Oh, here. This is not goals. This was a goal. Did not meet it. So I had picked up on maybe the last Flosstube or the Flosstube before that, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna stitch this felt house for my aunt. She can keep it. So like, so much stuff about this thing. Could not locate it when I wanted to take it or stitch it. So I was like, oh, I could stitch it. The little retreat. No, I couldn't find it. Well, somehow it was packed in that bag. So when I got to the retreat, I'm like, oh wow, it's here. I can stitch it. It's still close, but I don't really, no. There's no pattern inside of it. Okay, well, this was a
So she finally handed it to me that I could look at it better.
It's a freebie from a magazine. I knew that. Apparently, I don't know who all knows this. Hopefully it is something that I'm just out of the loop and everyone else just never decided to tell me. But apparently your freebie patterns, or like for the kits, those are in the magazine. They don't just include it like a kit.
I hear people go, poor Colleen.
I'm like, so how many times can I not stitch this? So there's my
might have the magazine because it came from GraceNotesStitchers.
Yeah, that's
but where did that come from?
A magazine.
Yeah, but was it from Galleria? Like, when did you pick that up?
No idea.
Is it one that I had and you found?
I don't know.
Because if it was from in here,
it has to be World. It's not World of Cross Stitch. It's GraceNotesStitchers.
It says GraceNotesStitchers.
Oh, but yours is from London.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm wondering if you got out of my basket with all the other ones.
Maybe.
Then I definitely have the issue.
Yeah. Well, you just look it up. This it says it's from this issue. At least they tell you which magazine it's from. If you just like took all your kits off like she does.
I take all the kits out because I'm never going to do them. And that's what other people do too. And then they put them at freebie tables at retreats.
I think if I attempt this one and do it, I'm not doing it anymore.
All right, show what you did work on.
Okay. sorry for the glare, it's in the plastic. This is Memorial Day from Hands On Design. I got this at StitchCon along with the Sulky pack. So I'm stitching it with the Sulkies on, it's
Are you doing one strand, right?
1/2, yes. Coconut milk from GraceNotes Fabrics. So I have the goal of working on the 3 or every 3 months I'll work on a flag, and then between it, like, I'll try to work on extras. Clearly I didn't get to doing any extras before I went to the second one. So when I pulled this out, I was like, oh, am I already like past the time? Because it was November, we're in December now. That I thought I was already behind on it, but it was the end of the month, but the first month to start the next one. So I was still on track, but I am pretty close to finishing it. I'll focus on it a little bit more and then go to doing some more of the extras around, like the clothesline or the pole. Ooh.
Last time when we filmed, I talked about doing 1 strand a day, and I did do very well with this before we went to hemmed in. Hey, look, I didn't show this before. I actually had the cover. So Kitty and Me Designs. It's called Colorful Cats Mozart, and I always say that backwards. I do not know. Oh, I feel like it's Pole Stitches is my fabric. It just feels like hers. I got it like as a, not a reward, but when I model stitched, and one of the designers had a few cuts of Pole Stitches fabric, and instead of patterns, I took some of the fabrics as my payment. But anyway, I was doing 1 strand a day up until I left, and I was really pleased. I mean, basically both sides looked the same. This is new. So I mean, I'm really pleased with how much I've done. Percentage wise, it's not growing really fast. But that's because the whole thing didn't really import, like it didn't import with a key. So that could be part of it. But my goal is for 2025, I am going to continue with the 1 strand a day on this particular project, because I don't really see myself just sitting down and loving and enjoying this. I'm sorry, our little dog is trying to be a cat and like cuddle up and
Come back,
curl up. She doesn't know who she wants to sit with. She's sliding.
Sit.
I don't know.
Good girl, you scruff muffin. So then I pulled out a whip that I have not stitched on for a while. I did not take this one to the retreat. This is part of a series.
So you just brought it out?
Huh?
So you just brought it out this week?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was in my closet. It's part of a series, and probably the reason why I started with episode 6, Star Wars, is the blue turquoise look to it. So I can look at the stitch count because they're pretty much the same for all of them. But I think
I'll stitch count while you pull your project
2%.
out. 59,000. That's nothing.
Well, I don't know what is. Is that nothing? Anyways,
that's 59 really good days of stitching.
well, I don't have good stitching, so in my custom Star Wars bag with all those stormtroopers in there. Yeah, it's from episode 7, but
sorry, it's a little chilly.
It's of course it's this big because I have it on a 17 by 17. Who stitches with that?
Crazy
look at
people.
those handles, like big handles. I could carry that around. Anyways, so because it is a series and I'll make them all the same size, obviously not on 16 Ada, not on undyed fabric, but you know, I learned my lesson.
While you check, should I be scrolling through them for them?
They're right there.
Okay, you can keep talking and I will.
Don't click something.
I know.
Anyways, so I didn't get too much progress on there, but that's where I worked. Excuse the needle. But anyways, this is a series. I have that bag, so all of them can go in there. It all works out.
So that's episode 1.
It's the, I want to say droid. I say droid Kia, but droidica. But no, that's just the battle droid. That's a clone trooper for episode 2.
And your plans with these are?
Once I stitch one, I get to start the next one.
And this is probably going to be her next one.
Yeah, the red's really cool. And it is Darth Vader again, but it's 3 movies apart. So then I like this one with C-3PO. Like his eyes kind of thing is Tatooine the Twin Suns. Sorry. So, and that one is... Oh yeah, hopefully there's not glare. And it just says Star Wars there because episode 4 originally was just called Star Wars. A lot of people already probably knew that. And here's for Boba Fett with the Cloud City. Empire Strikes Back.
And what?
Empire Strikes Back.
That was not what I thought she said.
5. Yeah, so I love those patterns, and those were from Etsy. Not sure if they're still on there or not.
I can't tell you.
It's not like I go back to see if patterns I purchased are still there. I have
can't really say that I do that either.
Yeah, I have that's not for me.
So also before we left, no, this is actually, yeah, this was, yes, probably before we left.
Finish it, but you can't.
I can't. I am 1 thread short, and it's Weeks Dye Works, so I can't just go buy it because I don't have any place local.
And is this a custom size coffee bag from
Yes.
Black Cat Stitchery?
Yeah.
It has like all coffee names as the inner fabric.
And it says, I love you more than coffee. Just not always before coffee. And my husband knows that very well. But it's just a few little designs. It's all
that
that's,
like over here too?
Yeah, something over, like the whole corner here.
Yeah.
And then just a few little things. And then this will be done. So it's really, I think right here, I was so disappointed because I really thought I was going to have a finish. But it's okay. So I did go ahead and put it on my 2025 whip list because I don't know if I'll be able to order the thread. Because I just got a message from General Arts, like they're only taking orders through like the 13th of the month.
Oh.
So whether I'll be able to get this from Weeks, I don't know. Because I'd have to take the time to actually put together that order. Do you have any other whips?
No.
Okay. And then I also worked on my Princess Bride mandala. I finished up these yellow. This was before we left. And this is what I was working on. And I was like, I just can't. I think I had the glove finished. So I started the little flowers, a little bit of the blue. I did scroll up so that I could get higher here. Because I think this is new. I can't remember. But I'm going to work my way here. And then what I'm trying to do is, do I have the pattern? I do. Can you hold that?
And this is stitched on?
Pistachio Frappe Lugana.
32 pounds.
Yeah, I usually do 32 pounds. My sister and I are doing this together. So.
Oh, why haven't I seen hers?
Because she hasn't started it.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you, Jamie. I didn't know this was a towel.
Yes.
That's a big one, though.
Because her twin, my youngest sister, bought this for both of us for our birthdays.
Oh.
So this is what I'm going to be working on. That's why I brought it down. So I'm going to be working up there. And I'll let Colleen see in just a second here. This is where I'll be working. So, I don't know. Do you want to put it over there or do you want me to put it over here? Over here.
My hands have been hurting. I think it's because of the cold. They've been stiff.
Yeah. This cold air has not been breath. And she had to drive, so she's like gripping the steering wheel and all that because I can't see at night anymore. Which is probably why I need so much light to cross stitch, to be honest. And then this is the other reason. So with One Strand Today, I have not picked that back up since coming home. And the reason is I'm working on this. I have only been able to put 300 or 400 stitches on, even if I have a 10 hours to stitch in a day, because I can only stitch like 20 minutes at a time. If I'm sitting still for even close to an hour, I'm only stitching 20 minutes of that. The rest of it, I'm just like sitting with ice on my shoulder or something. So from here down, I've gotten all done in this just since we've met. Did I forget something?
No, I did.
Oh, okay. So I think I have all of this done up there. I think like right here, or it might be like right here where I'm working my way down, and then I'll get this alligator, and there's one more thing there, and then back stitching, and this little thing is done. Oh, I'm so excited. So this is where all of my attention is going right now. And this weekend is Jingle Ball.
So she'll be watching these interviews, the shopping, and stitching. What is that stitched on?
Oh, mint chocolate chip.
It's so gorgeous on the dribble line.
Isn't it? I love it. I love it. I love this dark shadows here. That's melted chocolate.
And you still said, like, you wanted to stitch a mermaid's tail, and then you found a piece that would have worked.
Oh, I don't know if I ever told you all that. Like, I knew when my friend showed me this, mermaid's tail. I had dyed this piece for her and for me, 32 linen, and what would I ever use that for? And then in this piece, I was like, it'd be perfect. And then I couldn't find it, and I was so angry, and I'm like, you know what? I thought I sold it.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, instead of dyeing it, I already have this piece dyed, so I probably just took it out of my stash.
Yeah.
Which I've never done before. But I guess because that's a special fabric, I probably did. Well, I didn't. I went into the office, my little sewing room, and I have 8 or 10 projects that are not really kitted up, but matched fabric to patterns. That these are my next starts from a year ago. So these are patterns I planned on starting this year, and I haven't even gotten to because I've been good finishing. Like, I've not started a ton of things. Yeah. I started things because you made me. You went stitch higher ground, and I stitched your diamond. I mean, your emerald. So I don't really have a lot of starts. I mean, we did this one together.
Yeah.
But
that was like a planned finish.
Like, I knew I'd start that and finish it. So, I mean, I've been really good. I mean, come on. Right? So, anyway, I found Mermaid's Tail kit with a project.
So, how much had you gotten done on that project by the time you found it?
Probably just the frame.
Still.
I still wouldn't take it out.
It still looks good.
Because I'd still like it.
It still looks good on it.
And apparently I found another project for the Mermaid's Tail. But that's why it's in there.
Oh,
it's there with a pattern.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know why my brain does the things that it does.
Oh, before we get into haul, a little story time for here. We packed up. Our car was packed for this retreat because we were kitting up what we'll unbag for you. We had to box up. Not cracker boxes, like 100 boxes. So 2 people in the car. 2 are my grandparents.
To be fair, my sister was coming here to pack the boxes. And she was going to come the week of hemmed in, and then we would follow her home. Like, we'd go up to my parents, she'd go home, we'd go to my parents, spend the night. And I said to her, well, these boxes aren't real big. So I think we could probably assemble them and bring them back home. Because I was thinking, like, Black Needle Society boxes, there's no way 100 would fit in my car, plus our stuff for hemmed in and this kind of stuff.
She's bringing her, like, your designated lamp and her stainless steel Lowry.
But that's only all in one bag.
You bought 2 boxes
of Annie's
Keepers.
And we took 2 cases of water. Like, we had stuff.
So, yeah, it was packed. And then some of it we were able to unpack to fit another person in. Oh, but she also brought her pink fold-up thing that took its own seat instead of her magic cart for her pre-loaded needles from Heaven and Earth. So, yeah.
Yeah, but that's out on top of the water.
Yes. So, my dad is like, oh, like, make sure that's turned away so, like, if you do a sharp turn, Jamie doesn't hurt herself on them. She got... Now you don't have to worry about that, because that'll be Colleen.
Colleen was one in the backseat with my needles.
Like, my bag was between us. Like,
if we can remember, we'll insert a picture of my needle organizer. Now, it's not in the pink box anymore because I now have found a way to put it in my cart. So I'll try to get a good light. If not, I'll get you a picture of Carla from Craft Addict K, because she did send me a picture of her needle organizer. But it's the Heaven and Earth Designs wooden thing.
DMC.
All your DMC numbers with, like, so you can put a strand on a needle.
So that's where, like, you need packs of 50 needles, which we're still counting needles.
Yeah. But so basically when I get done with the thread, or when I get done with the color, if there's still thread left on the needle, I put it in that hole, and it's magnetized, so the needle will not go all the way through the hole.
Right.
So the needle stays there, and then the strand hangs down, and there's actually little cutouts that you can push them through so that they're not hanging into each other. And I have a lot of, I don't have them all done because I'm not going to just strand up needles for no reason.
Yes.
And then when you go to use that number again, anytime I go to use the DMC, I always check my needle station, or whatever you want to call it, and see if I have one already threaded.
Yeah, and it's excellently made.
It's
gorgeous.
Unfortunately, she's not selling it anymore.
It was a pre-order.
It was a hard situation because the woman was from Hungary or in another country, had a special needs son, and she got behind, and then made some people not so happy because heaven and earth had held on to the money while we're waiting for our product.
Hopefully,
I mean, for me, it was what it was.
But yeah,
I mean,
if someone else can come out with something like it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it took 5 months to get it when it was promised in 6 weeks or something. But, I mean, I'm very, very happy with the end result. Yes. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautifully handcrafted. And yeah, if anybody ever comes out with it, or if the woman markets it herself, it'd be amazing. But I was working on my full coverage, so of course, and this is a place that I can take this kind of stuff to.
Because you got like it's not just like a round table or rectangular table you're sitting at. It's like
you're having your own cubicle without the divider.
Like these, not desks, the tables are all like, we got there first. It was arranged for 4 people. There's only 4 chairs there. So right before we were heading out, there was the offer of, hey, I'm taking my sister's camping chair. Like, why not? So that, you took Paul's. So she's like, do you want to take my aunt's chair? I was like really leaning to like, no, like I might not need it.
Do you really need to have one more thing in the car?
I'm like, they're small. Like, you know how a camping chair folds up. It's small-ish. Like, it won't take up space. So I was like, okay. So we got there. And we're like, there would not have been enough chairs. We would have been sitting on these metal chairs for like that are around the eating table. So I put the tushy cushion in it. I put the back thing on it. It was good. Although it kind of helps that I didn't have a swivel chair because just the swivel when I'm bored or something. So that kind of kept me stationary. But anyways, back to my story. Another little rant. So we're there first. It's the 3 of us. Well, even before that, when we were packing the car.
Talking about 3 would be my sister.
Yes. We're packing up that car, and she's just like, there's no room on the back seat. Like, where is she gonna sit on the roof? Like, the whole weekend, she antagonized you about, like, oh my gosh, the amount of stuff you packed. And, like, she had brought all the food for, like, everyone.
It was more than I thought.
Fit.
But
so,
we made it fit. I am a master packer. Come on.
In a car, yes. But so we made it, and I was able to sit.
Have I not been able to take everything we've needed on every single trip that we've gone to?
Car trips, yes. Well, not that we take any other trips. Anyways, so we got there. I'm setting up my table clamp, and
okay, this is where I'm getting.
Yeah, turn away because
this is where the tomatoes are flying.
So for some reason, like the bag that I was packing with the table clamp, I was like, I think I packed my corner. Like I was sure I had my corner clamp. So she's like, what clamp? Like, no, it's in there. Like I was just like, I'm not seeing something, and then I think I found it. So we get there. I'm setting up my stitchy spot, and I'm like, where's my corner clamp? I don't have a corner clamp. My projects are all designated for that.
And I'm like, I told you to get off the Lowry.
We're like, oh. Or she's like, Carla, like, she'll bring her cart. Maybe she'll have both Lowry attachments. So either I could just use a side clamp. She's like, she can't use them both at once anyways. So, I don't know at one point, like, because she was the last one to get there, Carla. But she brought her stand for, like, to hold the full coverage. The roller bars.
Yeah,
scroll frames, whatever. So she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't bring it."
She didn't bring her Lowry at all.
But
Sherry did.
So Sherry, she very nicely she lent it to me for the whole weekend. So and it was blue, I was like, okay, so even a side clamp, like I do love my corner clamp, but it did work for it. So I was very gracious for it. Grateful for it. We are packing up our stuff at the end of the weekend. You can kind of get where this is coming from.
Where's
Where's going? She could have just pushed it back, not said anything. Because I'm like, telling the story to everyone there.
So when we got out there and we unpacked, like I set up my Lowry and then I put the blanket and everything else back in the Lowry bag and we put it back in the car. So that we kept we took all the food bags back out, like we cleaned up our stuff.
There's no bag to like look in to say, what's this? No, we're packing up.
So I had to pull everything out that I didn't use.
What's it? Like, oh, I have no idea. What's this corner clamp here?
Somebody's corner clamp sitting here, and they all just look at me.
Heads turn. Are you kidding me? I was like, I did pack it. Because I knew if I go home and my Lowry does not have an attachment on it, that means it was with us. But no, we found out after retreat, when we're packing up, that I
threw it in with my Lowry stuff.
Just freezing in the car all by itself. So,
and the thing is, I had my stainless steel, and if I would have brought my magic cart, I would have had just take a picture of the dog. I would have had my colored stand and corner clamp, and she could have used mine.
This is puppy currently. She's laying her stuff. She's so cute.
Oh, so anyway, that was a really long story, but I'm sure you guys thought that was worth it because, yeah. So I'm a master packer. I just don't always remember what I pack, but I make it fit in the car. It does fit. So let's show the Nutcracker box.
Okay.
Now we gotta dig because some of our stuff is buried.
Your stuff's all over on my side.
I don't know what you were talking about.
It slid.
I'm sorry. No, you probably put it all back in your bag because you're good like that. So this is our version. I will have to insert here a picture of the Nutcracker pattern by Works by ABC. I have not contacted her to ask her, but I will. And other people, feel free to contact her. I've been asked if she was going to do any other characters in the Nutcracker. That is totally up to Arlene. We asked her to do this one for the box. We didn't tell her what to do with the theme. We left that up to her own creativity, and this is what she came up with. Whether she wants to do more in the series and sell on her own, that's all up to her. Because, again, it was her pattern, her idea. So, we did these cute little boxes, but
for our aunt, she put because she made most of the stuff.
Your aunt.
Her aunt, my aunt.
My sister.
We need a mutual name for her.
You say my aunt, not our aunt.
My aunt! But yeah, she found these cute Nutcracker bags for us, and after we packed all those boxes, and assembling the boxes wasn't that bad. But she was just like, "Can you guys go?" And we're like, "Oh, yay!"
So she gave us some gifts. She gave us some extra gifts, so we will differentiate when it was a extra because she's my sister.
Yes.
Excuse me while I crouch because I dropped one of my gifts. And that was a gift. Okay, so what order?
There's something in here that everyone else got that we didn't get, but we don't need. I just don't know where they are. Oh, they're upstairs.
What is it? Oh, yeah, the cute little scissors.
Yes, so there was a pair for everyone by Dinky Dyes, like a pair of holly leaves and berries scissors.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone got those.
But we didn't take any for ourselves because we don't know if there'll be enough left.
I don't know if I ever showed my good scissors, but it was whole from.
Yeah, you did.
I think I did. From Galleria. Oh, so good for the scissors.
We did say everything in the box would be Stitchy related. And you're like, well, how's tea Stitchy related? Well, if you've ordered fabric from us, you know how tea is Stitchy related. Because if it's not fabric of the month, we try to include a packet of tea along with. And my sister found this Nutcracker tea made by Celestial Seasonings. But if you know anything about Celestial Seasonings, you get a box of like 15 or 20 in their loose sachets. They're not individually wrapped.
You just take it, pop it in.
And I said to my sister, oh, I never buy Celestial Seasonings because of that. And she goes, I found a template. I can use clip art. So she handmade, she cut all these out, glued them, put the ingredients. She's an amazing person. She really
did that
is.
for 100 boxes.
Yeah.
I mean, she did several things.
Yeah,
and not even just 100 each because of different things. But yeah, she did. She had so many hours put into this.
So your dad forgot the bag going up to Aunt Jamie. Do you think he'll remember the tea for Lauren coming home?
No.
Because I was holding on to this until after we filmed, but then I was like, oh, we should wait until Lauren's cup gets here and we can have it all together, the three of us. Cup of tea.
Oh.
Tea for her cup. What? I don't know.
Okay, so
we're talking in riddles. Stickers. Also, this is for your Stitchy Planner. Nutcracker stickers.
You can put it on devices if you want. Someone said, I like the idea of it, of like the last like piece of tape onto your Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
That's the way I use them. So this sticker was advertised like on every little thing.
Hold on. She's stuck.
She gonna rip it again?
You can keep going. I'm telling her to hold on.
So it was like on the tissue paper. It was on the outside of the box. There wasn't one included in with the fabric if you ordered the fabric, and then there was one here. So in here it says like an Ort 10 because I like to put mine in something like this and then transfer over to a bigger thing. In it we have some floss drops. And she even put a little nutcracker charm on it. So it's a little floss ring bling. And then retro. Someone said the word retro for like
I like the antique
look of like the little nutcrackers.
The old world style. That's actually what it is. The old world style nutcracker.
So they have crown punches.
Kind of matches this.
And star punches. Kind of like a look at them.
And somebody said they appreciated the pastel. Like we had the bold pattern, but we had some of the things in pastel, so we met both color palettes, which was not exactly planned, but it's kind of cool.
So again, like my aunt was doing all the punches for those, and she was like, "Oh, it's hurting my hand. Is there something else?"
So we got her a different kind of punch.
Oops, that she can use for future times. We right there. This was a gift
just to us.
So it says nutcracker, and I like the golden red, golden red.
Oh, crazy girl.
So yes, nice little tin.
And then we had, here's the needle minder. And these are actual really like little doll books. And my sister got the clip art and glued on the front and back of the golden book.
And back. And then put on a magnet.
Yep. And she even did the little golden book and she painted that.
For the binding.
I thought that was really cool. The bindings there.
We got some floss tones. I know it was not used in the pattern, unfortunately, but hopefully in future ones.
Yep.
Future boxes. Your shares?
Oh, sure, I get to.
Floss tones that you can find on GraceNotesStitchers fabrics. We have Marie.
Do you like how we have the other color sachet bags? Ours don't. Everybody else got like navy or something.
This is Marie.
Whoops.
It's because in the Nutcracker story, sometimes the girl that's her name?
Marie.
Then we have Sugar Plum. So fitting. So gorgeous. Love it.
I wish I had these colors when I was doing my other one.
I know when we pulled for Threads of Deceit.
Oh!
What?
The project I'm starting with Carla at Steel City.
Oh.
That's another story.
Yeah, it was ones that, like, you wish you had some of these. This is Mouse King. Okay. It's got, like, a gray
I am a master packer of my car, but the things have to be available to be packed. Because I did leave a lot of things home.
Is that because you forgot that?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking. So then, let's go to the little ornament.
I don't have mine.
I do. Let me just put my flosses back
Damn,
in
never
there.
mine is.
Comes in this little brown box. Excuse the noise. And it's a little plastic ball. So you can hang on a tree. we've done this 2 years in a row, or just at least for 2 years. We'll take our earths from that whole year's worth, and we put like cricket letters of the year and like whose name it is, I think. So
Our
just
initials,
something.
I think.
Maybe, well,
Should I put mom?
I don't know.
We'll have to come out and
It's
see.
been a while. It's been at least 2 years because we didn't do it last year.
No.
So that's why it's Stitchy related. So you can put your orts in there. If you are an ort collector, I know someone that isn't. Hannah.
As I put that DHG.
And then was this the last thing in there? I got 32 Lagana. Kind of my sweet spot. I do like the 36 strobe
Hey,
light.
look, I have the full sticker here.
Oh yeah.
I got the sticker. I got 32 Joblin. You got
32 Lagana. This is called Clara, and this was used in the pattern by Works Baby.
Yes, this is the called for. And I mean, you can see they turned out pretty similar. I mean, mine's much paler.
Yep.
But the linen looks almost exactly the same.
It's so good. Yeah, because when they were all in the bin, it filled up an entire pink bin, and in the pink plastic bags they slide, and then you can't even just be like, oh, this one's lighter, that has to be the Lagana. Like, they all look the same.
But
And then we had to go and put on stickers in them, but I didn't take that much time.
we took 3 bins of Nutcracker stuff up, and I thought that we'd be bringing back 3 bins. We brought back 3 bins, 3 boxes,
3
2
boxes, 2
bags. Yeah.
Yeah.
So coming home, we were not emptier than I thought we would be. We were fuller, if anything. And then also, what in the world? Where did these?
What? Yeah, they included all of them. Oh, did they just stick them?
Where did these come from?
They're just on them? They're from the table.
What table?
Because you had them on the dining room table. They were just like, hey, I thought they were in there. They were like, oh, you got so much needle minders? Here, have some needles.
Where do you see this?
Oh,
It's not time to show that yet.
okay. Oh, so Stitchy Kindness, I guess, next?
Yes.
We didn't have that segment.
So we had a little bit of Stitchy Kindness ourselves. Okay, so this is how it started. Like Tuesday, the retreat, we were leaving Tuesday because we had to pack boxes on Wednesday morning, and then we were leaving for Hemden on Thursday. So we were leaving our house Tuesday morning so that we could get to my parents. Well, we were dying.
On Friday or Monday?
Well, we were doing Fabric of the Month the week before we left.
Yes.
And Tuesday, my sister sent us a picture of all the cookies, the cutout cookies that she was making. And she put special cutout designs representing almost every person there.
And she says, I don't know if it was specifically for these cookies, but when she does a lot of something, like she's doing for like a party or something, she goes, no, I just do different shapes, different colors, because I get bored.
Yeah. So Colleen goes, oh, I like that. I could design something for us.
I didn't have anything for everyone. I was like, I could do something.
This is a week before the retreat.
Yeah. So I whipped out a pattern.
You gonna talk about it?
Yes.
Go ahead.
But we also whipped out fabric. So it was my design. It's not like you can, I don't think anyone would stitch it because of other people's initials in it. But there's a little cross on there with a frog head. I put frogs not welcome with a pineapple.
Which means welcome.
Which means welcome. So that's why frogs are not welcome at the retreat.
And then there's Lynn and Carla and me and Sherry and my sister Jamie and Hannah and Allie and Colleen.
Yes, and I have been and then the year.
So she made us a very special little design. And then, of course, it had a special fabric. And well, when we were doing Fabric of the Month, we had one that we really liked, but it was like, no, this isn't going to work for Fabric of the Month, but we'll hold on to it for something in the future. And then I said to Colleen, what about putting your pattern on this? And this is, so we gave this to everybody.
It's retreat exclusive, Catching Fire.
So this will be available on our website next year sometime.
Then I'll be
Joblin.
So these are sister pieces. Everyone, oops.
Oh yeah, you got Joblin as well.
Yep. So, because there's 8 people, everyone shares a piece of fabric there.
Yep. So linen, of course, does have more of a red hue.
That's more how, that's kind of almost how we always name it.
It's by the linen, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we, Thursday, like after we did this on Thursday or Friday, that's probably what I was dying on Saturday in pain. Then, we called my sister on Thursday and said, hey, Colleen just came up with a pattern, and if anybody wanted to start this at Hemmed In, wouldn't it be cool if they had everything they needed? Do you think you could dye us some navy floss?
So we kind of were like,
So
well,
she did.
It started with me. Well, it started with her because she showed the cookies.
This is called Lee.
Yes, this is called Lee. So this was given to everyone as well. So
this was, yeah.
charted navy as like the letters and stuff. Sorry for moving so much. I have a lot of energy today because I was dead yesterday.
You just drank your refresher.
Does that have caffeine?
Yes, it does.
I try to talk slow and yeah.
We also had a good night. I mean, we ate sugar too at church.
Yes. So yeah, on the pattern, everyone's letters. I think just letters.
But everybody concentrated on finishes, so we everybody had a finish.
And goals met.
Except for Allison, but she met her goals. Like, Allison had a huge project and she was only planning on going this far. And she stayed up really late and got that done. And the next day, she actually got done the next part, which she didn't even think she'd get to. So she did amazing.
Yes.
Which was cool. And then she also gave us some surprise symphony.
Oh, great. So pretty.
She gave me a cute little Frosted Pumpkin sticker because we both love Frosted Pumpkin. And then
that's why I was
she
like,
made me a needle binder.
I saw, and I have mine on there. It was a blue cap, if you saw that on my Memorial Day.
Oh, and she made us a little nutcracker. I'm not taking it out because it broke, so I'm hoping Colleen will fix it for me. A zipper pull, my sister.
I saw this at my spot, and I was like, "Is this for me?" So my very first sticker on my new Kindle.
That's from Frosted Pumpkin. Speaking of Frosted Pumpkin, they had a sale for Black Friday. So I'm going to talk about haul a little bit. No.
Kindness. We're still in Stitch Kindness.
We're still in Stitch Kindness.
From Sherry, we got a bag of candy. Inside was, I got 2 of them.
So did I.
They're the orange peelers. I've got
citrus peeler.
Citrus peeler. Oh, yeah, you can use it for any citrus.
It confused me. She goes, you know what these are? I'm like, it looks like something for crochet, but I know it's not. And then she said it was citrus peeler. I was like, oh, it looks different than my orange ones because years and years and years ago, they were only an orange. So I didn't know.
So,
but it works very nicely.
I think, was this Pampered Chef? Tupperware. So Tupperware. Never seen this thing. This is for your tea to, like, instead of just, you know,
squeezing your bag with your spoon.
Or if you don't use the spoon,
putting your finger behind it? Gross.
You take the other end from the string, that paper that hangs out, then you press that against the cup and
I mean, I've always done it against a spoon.
Against the cup and then use that. So whatever. That's me. I don't know who else does it. So anyways, you kind of stick your tea bag in there and then it can drip out either side.
I like this. It's nice and clean.
A little bit more sanitary.
And our candy is pretty much gone because we brought it home. We ate some there.
I ate some there, but I couldn't eat candy after my surgery. So,
but I shared mine with my husband and other daughter. Hi, I'm adding a little insert in here because I don't know if you saw it before or right after. I'm texting my daughter. She was in bed, but I wanted her to bring down this t-shirt because Sherry also had these wonderful, wonderful t-shirts made for us. And it says the Hemmed In, and it's one that the lady who owns the store or owns Hemmed In has had made. But what is cool is also Sherry had this put on. It says, my girls. And the reason she did that is because our group chat for Hemmed In is called My Girls. Because anytime John would be saying to me, who are you talking to? Who are you chatting with? I'm like, my girls. It's like not one person. And Hannah can say to her husband, I'm chatting with my girls. So anyway, we renamed our group chat to My Girls. So really, really special t-shirts. And I didn't want to forget and wait to show you guys next month. Allison.
Oh, this was kind of,
it's kind of cute because she said, do you all like when I do this? Excuse me. Now, get this. This was a no gifts event, by the way, and you're seeing this Stitchy Kindness. Allison said, you know, I've been giving you guys these little first aid kits, different styles every time. And I told her, like, the one, I said, I have one, excuse me, in every stitchy bag, basically. So when I go places, I already have it with me. But she makes us these little emergency kits with Band-Aids because I'm a klutz and I've cut myself and people needed Band-Aids. And then this time she also gave us a nice little packet of Kleenex.
Somewhere I have...
Which was awesome because we actually used the whole box up at Hemden.
I have she gave us nail files. Emery boards.
Yeah, mine's sitting here underneath. There it is. These are from 31. Really nice. And it's kind of funny because I almost grabbed mine and I was like, I don't need to grab it. And then she gave us one.
So then she was like, do you want pink? Or do you want this color? And then when she goes and says something down, she's like, I didn't even realize they had them designed on the other side. But I like
so we're not the only disses. I'm not calling you a diss, Allison. We're just in that kind of mood.
So you're in a group. I'm in the stitchy, even the Grace Notes Stitchy challenge groups because that's not my cup of tea or coffee. So she had won something that she's in. Carla gave her.
Oh, that's the Ohio. Western Ohio.
So Carla said, hey, I thought you'd like this. Hey, it's Americana. This, I think it's like 10 count by Gato, so it's huge. But it's the kit. Look, it's got a nice little bag, some fabric. I do see the threads, so everything's included. I was like, it's really cute. So, thank you. Let's see what we got. Now we're into home. Oh, last but not least, we got these M&Ms.
These are from Lynn. She was sick, so she only made it like our last 24 hours. But she brought us little ornaments, and I've already cleaned mine out because mine are gone. My husband and daughter, they're gone.
I thought like it was washed. Like, oh wow, mine's the full. And then my aunt gave this to everyone. I got to pick which sleeve I got, so I didn't use mine yet. But yeah, good news for her.
Sorry, I'm
and I
texting my daughter upstairs.
She made that for everyone too.
Yep,
so talented.
And then this arrived this week. Just as you're not feeling well and I want you to feel better. Maybe this will lift your spirits from my sister. Look how sweet. And it says, as you stitch. It's by Snarky Crafter Design, and she gave us a sticker. So we always give stickers, and we got to get one, or I got to get one. And instead of the second sword, it has a needle. A needle. So this is going to go on my Princess Bride mandala.
Are we into haul?
I think we're into haul.
Are we into this? Oh, but this is a stitch kind of, so we can just show this real quick.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So these are racks we were given from Carla by Crafted K.
Random act of kindness. Look at that, Paris. Isn't that beautiful? So thank you, Carla. I had this on my wish list for I don't know how long.
And I don't think I've added to my wish list because I hardly go on there. But this is Sunny Bird's Max Colors Go Me by Oleg Gavrilov. I apologize for the mispronunciation if I did. Look at the peacocks. I love them. And speaking of peacocks, I'm going to start a peacock sow. Well, it's not a sow per se. We're doing a sow. I cut my own fabric, but I did not serge my fabric. I did rinse my own fabric. I did not dye my own fabric. So we have matching pieces. And
hey, you did cut this one.
Yep.
It's the first time she's cut fabric for us.
And it hurt. So I'm calling this the Peacock Pals piece. Well, it's for so hopefully we'll try to insert a picture of what it is. We're breaking up to start it next year, and it's just my aunt and I. And we'll work it on the 12 months. But there's like a nice yellow flower there. And it's a full coverage, but we're not going to stitch the white, so we can show
the background is all white. So they won't stitch the background.
It's our exclusive fabric, and I'm so happy.
But they both have a piece.
Yep. And I did it on the same count that she had, so that ours will be the same size.
That's her stitch twin. My sister and her like all the same colors. They like most of the same designs. So that's pretty cool.
She was like, "You should do something," and then she pulls one out, and I was like, "Yes."
Because Carla and I are going to do a design by My Big Toe, and I made a really big deal about make sure you have time and space and remember that we're going to do this together. And I still haven't picked my fabric for it. And I have 2 copies of the pattern set aside, and they were supposed to go with me. And because I never pulled my fabric, I didn't take our 2 patterns. So now we're going to make that a Steel City start.
Oh, so she can't even start it because she doesn't have her.
She didn't have a pattern.
Oh, you're so.
I know, I am so awful.
Oh, wow, I feel so bad. Oh.
And that's what I was thinking I could use some of this Nutcracker fabric for.
Oh, you mean floss, but yes.
Yeah.
This.
Yes, so fabric of the month. Grace Knits fabric of the month.
Okay. Oh, we can show what it looks. No, you have a look on it, right? 32.
No, I don't do Lana.
Okay, well, I can still show it because of the difference, because it's not much of a difference.
I have the 32 count Jovelin in Rustic Rose. That was our color of the month.
Ba-ba. Oh, look at it. Ooh.
Yeah.
I love the 32 because you get more.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger of a piece.
So pretty. And I'm like, because I don't know with the silver lining, like roses and flowers that I'm stitching. I have the Blue Pants Rose started. Again, I'm collecting those patterns. If you ever see them anywhere, keep me in mind. Because they are out of print.
Yeah, if you're ever at a freebie table and you see the silver lining and
We
it's a
were in
flower,
Missouri.
grab one.
I found like 5 patterns. I was like, are you kidding me? So yes, that's a beautiful color. I plan to put one of them on there.
We will pay for shipping. I will pay for shipping.
Since I'm doing that 136, that I'll just keep them all within that same size, at that same size, not within. And then our neutral. Oh, but here it is in banana.
Yeah,
Look how much.
It's much deeper.
Look how much different that is.
Yeah.
So nice. So this is a piece for sale or something because it's not mine.
I had it set aside wrong. This is Storm.
Look at it. Oh,
It is more
purpley gray.
Mine's less. There's no purple in mine.
Yeah, mine definitely has almost like a purple, and there's the brown on the edges of like the modeling. But it's a good one. I'm sure there's a lot of people want to do Halloween pieces on projects on this. I don't have anything in mind for it, but I love it.
I don't either, but I do a lot of grays. Like gray, I'm not a tan person ever. So gray is my go-to neutral, and especially on the Jovelin, how light it came out. That is a good neutral for me.
I wouldn't say for the last one, but it's to see. I did pull from my stash, but I feel like 2 projects when I'm like, oh, my fabric's like in the closet, like in a bag and something. She's like, just go pull from mine. So like I pull from her stash, so I don't even like pull from my stash to stitch. So
I might have a lot.
yeah,
I don't have all the colors. I don't have all the Grace Notes though, because I figure if I need it, I'll buy it.
Yep. Unless you get the recipe.
That happens too. All right, so let's do some Black Friday haul shopping. I had fun. So Frosted Pumpkin did 30% off all of their patterns. So we did get some patterns. I bought some for my sister. I actually bought a gift for my mom, but I'm not showing that because I don't know if my mom will actually watch this. This is one I got for myself, and Jamie already has this. That's the Nutcracker Parade.
Frosted Pumpkin.
Winter Waddleland. That's their brand new one they just put out this year. How could I not? You know I love my Frosted Pumpkin. Will you be my neighbor?
Those are ones I found cute, so that even though I didn't get them, you did get them.
Didn't know I didn't have the Treasure Trove trio. And do you have this?
No.
Oh, good. Yeah. I was like, I hope she didn't have that, and I bought it. But I bought the needle minders to go with it. I bought a few needle minders.
Oh, look, it's like a yarn ball going.
That's why I bought it.
Because of yarn?
Yeah, there's mittens, there's yarn, needles, there's a crochet hook.
I love how they put faces on it.
Of course. This is one I got also from my sister.
Sugar Plum?
Yep, Sugar Plum Fairy. Got Ruby the Raccoon, who came with Ralph. I actually bought one of the little kits or bundles. Merry and Bright. Oh my gosh. I love Christmas.
I like that one.
I already had the Fox family.
Oh.
But it came in the bundle and it was less. I bet Clementine is in my book. I couldn't find my pattern for Clementine, so I went ahead and bought that. But now I think about it, she's probably the one in the book. That's okay, because I prefer digital. And sometimes I will go rebuy on digital anyway.
So,
but hold on. Oh, you're doing Frosted
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Okay, go ahead.
I'm tripping with the theme. I have give thanks, and Thanksgiving's already passed, so whenever I'll stitch this.
For next year.
I have
This is cute.
Cherry Blossom Festival sampler. The alphabet is not overwhelming, but it's got all the little motifs, the sushi, the geisha, the temple, the dragon. Oh, so cute. And then I've always looked at this one.
I have too.
Oh, it's so cute. So show the faces. To be honest, I don't think I've ever finished a Frosted Pumpkin project, but it's adorable.
And I had to get my little thread keep here. Hey, I finally remember what it's called. And I got some needle miters that I didn't have. And yes, I did double check to make sure I didn't have them before I ordered them.
It's a lot she didn't have.
They're not on sale.
Surprise.
So I had to be very careful. Yeah, on the back, this is what we were laughing about earlier. Colleen was sorting needles.
Bowen 28s, if anyone likes those.
28 Bowens.
Yeah.
And we sell them in bulk.
That's why when 50. I went to count a pile, I was like, that's not 50.
So I bet
there's like 30 there.
I had set this on the table, but I'm like, where did all these come from? So these are all clean needles that need to be added into your pile.
Okay. More petals?
So at least we know where they came from. Tilton Crafts had their sale, and I did wait until Cyber Monday because they went better. This is kind of for both of us. Crimson Sonata.
The beautiful lady with a piano and the sunlight. Oh.
And, you know, whoever gets to it first gets to it. Snow White. These all go together. They're all the same,
and
Amazing Grace Media.
Red Riding Hood.
And there are 3 designers who have actually charted this exact one. But Tilton Crafts.
I did like that one.
Tilton Crafts had the smallest. That's why I went with theirs. Their mock-up was my favorite. And that's why I went with this.
Beauty and the Beast. Oh, so pretty.
Is that not great? This is actually the one that made me go look for the others.
Because you're like, oh, I like one that's like themed for the princesses. Now I need like the whole series.
Okay, so yours.
Okay. This one, Tilton Crafts artwork by Zindy Scarbus. Dolphin Dreams #2. Oh, so pretty. And you can see like this little wreath from her little hair accessory goes over her face. My dad, he was like, what are you looking at? What are you shopping? And he was like, what's on her face? I'm like, it's a wreath. Like, you can see it. It's so pretty.
It's part of her leaf.
As a kid, I did read the series Dolphin Diaries. Those are good.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of like, especially the blues, but that kind of just like brought back that little memory. This is by Sandy Birchall Designs. Art Nouveau Cat #1. Yes, cat, not dog. I didn't see any dog patterns, but oh, so pretty. And yes, full coverage. So I don't often get full coverages, but
you spoke to her.
Yeah. What does this say? Sweets, blue, winter. I think that kind of.
You don't have to do the background.
Yeah,
if there is one.
Winter Wonderland cupcake #2. The other one was pretty, but this one had the bow around the cupcake. So,
and this I got a whole bunch of off of Etsy, but I only printed the Cinderella. And I can't remember the designer, but my friend Nikki had told me about these, and I had her saved, and they were on sale for Black Friday. So I'll put those over there. And then my last bit of haul I actually ordered before we went away, but it came before when we came back. So these are just project bags, but I loved it. The Bethlehem,
the nativity with the star and the dove.
Yeah, I like the colors of it. She had a couple colorways. And then look at this. Isn't that not so cute?
Is it like a little bow chart? Like, yeah, it's like a little candy
button.
Peppermint
Peppermint candy. And this is the stars inside.
Oh, nice.
And then I got the matching needle nannies. So they have like felt and then they're just kind of stitched, but they're really cool.
Oh, they're so cute.
And then I got this one as well, and I'll show you why in a moment. And then I think I found this first, and I just like coffee. So this is it's a floss keep of some sort. I forget her actual name
Like when
for
you have
it.
floss drops.
Yeah, you have Annie's Keepers or floss drops. You can put the ring right through the snap and it'll hold it, and then your thread hangs down and you can either put it in a project bag. I actually hang mine on a hook. And I'm putting all my floss tones in. I have my floss tones punched at the top, and then they're all in a ring in alphabetical order. So this one is for those. And before I get to my last thing, before we get to plans, we had a giveaway, and congratulations, Rebecca Langowitz, you have won. I don't need your contact information because I'll just put this in your fabric of the month.
Congratulations.
Yay. So before we do the very last thing, let's talk about plans, because some people might not be interested in things that I brought in for the shop. But the reason I brought them in for the shop is because it's my haul. So it's not like I'm trying to sell you these, because I'm not. But you might feel like that. So if you don't want to hang around for that, you don't have to. Talk about goals. My goals. So this year I've decided 2024, I did not touch all of my projects. Last year I crammed in so that I did touch every single last one. So 2023, I did put at least 100 to 200 stitches in every single one of my projects. I had 84. This year, I have not touched them all. I don't care that I didn't touch them all. I do kind of care, but I'm not going to go. I can't. I physically just can't anyway. So there's that. So I guess my mind was in a good place that it was okay. Like I just kind of let it go, that I didn't touch everything. So next year my goal is to get at least 100 stitches in every single project, but I'm down to 58. So that's not a bad thing. A couple I've given away, like past the stash type things.
Oh, they've become UFOs.
But not exactly UFO.
To the bottom shelf.
Yeah. So things like my Alice in Wonderland stitch along from the magazine. I decided I don't love working on that, and I'm already doing another Alice in Wonderland stitch along from Al Forest. So I'll finish my Al Forest one, and then I can bring back out my Alice in Wonderland. And then that way I don't have so much pressure, and I don't have so many whips hanging over my head. So they're not exactly UFO'd. They're just relegated to timeout on the, that's it. They're in timeout in the bottom shelf.
Until further notice.
Yes. And then I can pull them back out. And same thing like with all those
UFO.
starts that we did our first Mania.
Oh yeah.
Because we had fabric that fit the size of this project, so let's start it. And you know, we had to have a different project, different designer every day because we were crazy people.
My manias are like, they don't exist. Those? Oh, I didn't know.
I mean the cats. I don't know if you're talking about.
Stony Creeks.
So I decided I'm keeping one. I mean, some of them like do different and all those I'm still working on, but some of the ones that are Stony Creek, and then putting them away. And when I finish the one, I'm keeping out Antique Carousel. And when that gets done, then I can replace that with another one.
Gotcha.
So that I can always be working on one of them, so that they're not, because I did pick them because I liked them. I just don't like working on them. I mean, that's really what it is. And it's not our fabric. It's not even hand-dyed fabric.
Yeah.
Like it's nobody's hand-dyed fabric. It's fabric from Witch Out and Charles Craft and things that we don't like to work on anymore because we're snobs.
Well, since I like the project, I'm gonna push through and work on my Star Wars, even though it's like crunchy, you know.
My Main Street stitch along. I'm going to keep working on that one building a month because I didn't show that.
No, I didn't.
Oops, back to whips.
Speaking of,
what is this? Making finery. Did I show that?
yes.
Main Street went upstairs.
Oh.
I'll insert a photo of Main Street. Main Street, we finished the one building in November, And I'm starting the fabric building, which is double the size. So we're going to give December and January. Thank goodness, because I haven't started it. And again, I'm not working on anything big at the moment. So I'm going to keep working on that. Anna Green Gables is small. I'm going to break that into 12 manageable pieces so I can finish that. Kind of like you guys with your peacock. Mozart Cat, I already said, 1 strand a day. And then this is where the whole store stuff comes in, because I don't know what I want to work on first. You guys can help me. You can help me pick a project. One of these coffee projects here.
One of the 30.
I want to do like one motif a week, like I did with that mystery project. So if I do one motif a week, I could be able to like finish one, start another one, finish one, start another one. Always have one done and still have time to do Making Finery, get 2% a month, Amazing Grace, 1,000 stitches a month, and do different. I don't know if I showed this to you guys, but I broke that into 24 pieces. Now the purple is already done, this dark purple. That's what I've already done. So the other colors are broken into 24 pieces that I can finish do different in a year. Where the other 100 stitches, or not 1 year, 2 years, where the other projects are going to fit into that, I don't know.
Yeah, let's see next year this time how many of these are done.
Your plans?
We got this on clearance, a Disney Happy Planner. Stay sparkly. I just started putting in my list of whips, and then I'll kind of like, oh, that's how many I have, because I do not have all my cover photos in one place. But I'm sorting them by small, medium, large, and
Full coverage.
Full coverages. And then I do have the plan to pick 12 projects to focus in each month, one for each month.
We actually watched Flosstube together this weekend, or this week.
So that's
We had a relaxing week.
Yeah, credit to Janet Jabber. That is her thing. I know she does like Nora November. I don't know if I want to like wait an entire year to work on it. Or no, Mirror.
I don't know if she
maybe
only does that.
I'm not too sure because I haven't watched any recents of hers. But yeah, I'll try to find ones I really want to focus on. Not really like, oh, I plan to finish it, because I don't count my stitches, and I can just see what percentages I've done, how many stitches I've done, just when I do the digital.
But once you do your 1/12 of your peacock,
yes,
it can be one of the ones you concentrate on.
Yes, but I'm not a digital snob, like a digital pattern snob, so I don't pay attention to how many stitches I put in. It's just to work on it, and it's not in how many days. It's just to work on it.
All right. So let's get into some coffee projects. So I probably have these in the shop. I am not putting them on Facebook and putting them everywhere. But if you find that you like these, check out our website under patterns. They should be there. But I'm going to ask you to hold them up, please, because I'm hurting too much.
I'll be them too.
Choose me, Vanna.
This is Poutini Coffeelicious. Take me with you. I'm Coffeelicious.
And it's got 2 beads that are,
Look at them.
coffee beans.
Okay. This one is by Fairy Wool in the Wood. ABC of coffee. Coffee time with the alphabet.
I was in a really big coffee mood when I placed this order. Oh, I didn't even show
you. were in a
these.
candy mood? Oh yeah, I love those. Okay, so this one has a coffee cup, or just a mug charm, and coffee bean charms.
These are wooden beads.
Oh, nice. This is
Rami.
Rami's Creations. Happiness is coffee. Happiness is a cup of coffee. So, I love, like, they're all finished in like cute little pillows. So there's that one.
I don't know how I'll finish them.
Another by her.
Yeah, they all have to hang. They have to go all over my wall.
Another by her. Is it Rami?
Yeah.
Rami. Coffee is my... Oh, coffee is my remedy. And that's even in the title.
It is. It solves
The font's
everything.
Interesting. Yep. There's that. Another one. Life begins after coffee. And it says coffee lover beside the mug. There. We have by Scissor Chair Designs, Coffee, Relax, and Enjoy.
And it comes with a little ribbon from
Twill tape. And they may vary, the words may vary. So Coffee, Relax, Enjoy, I guess what's the pattern code is called.
Yeah,
And there's
that's a little coffee tape.
Ooh, is it upside down? Little House Needleworks. Coffee menu has like all the names: latte, mocha, espresso, dark roast, hazelnut, vanilla, cappuccino, and Irish cream. Nice. Pickle Barrel Designs. It's called Coffee Talk. There's 2 patterns. You can read them.
Coffee doesn't ask silly questions. Coffee understands. And you are the sugar to my coffee.
I mean, would you want it to say?
My husband is the sugar to my coffee.
To the cream to my coffee.
Yeah, he's between the cream and the sugar.
He's more of the.
I'm the dark coffee person.
Did you want some coffee with that sugar and milk cream? Fresh brewed coffee by Little House. Needleworks. Another one by them. Coffee Time. 3 different designs. Ooh, Frappuccino. Coffee latte.
You're allowed to do
cappuccino.
some of these. Help decorate our kitchen.
They'll be hanging on the ceiling.
I need a coffee fairy godmother. I need a fairy coffee mother.
Yeah, you pronounced it that time. That is Heartstring Samplery. She got quite a few from those. Coffee. Ooh.
Show where it shows. Coffee saves lives.
Ah, so that's what that one's called.
There's a coffee
This one's
bean
thick.
trees.
This one's like
It's heartstring samplery. That's why.
big. So on the right
That
next to
sample.
bottom line right there, it's saying about the coffee saves lives. Oh, they use dark chocolate, apple cider, caramel corn, pecan pie, and ruby slipper by Gentle Hearts.
Love it. This one says my birthstone is the coffee bean.
Yep, and it says that like on that line right there.
Love it.
The lovely frame is an antique, so you can't find the same frame. This is by Homespun Elegance.
Mm-hmm.
Sandra Sullivan. Coffee beans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, delivering the coffee beans. So it's an animal pulling sheep.
Yep.
And a bird pulling the whole thing. This one is Needling Designs North Pole Coffee, and it's this
No, it's
3
coffee shop.
coffee shop.
Oh, it's never mind.
So
She
it
was
is
reading the title.
3 out of 5 of a North Pole Shop series, and it's got a coffee.
But I only care
it
about the
says
coffee shop.
and a hot cocoa in the mug. There's a snowflake on there.
Yeah, I could get the others if you're interested, but
Hands-on designs, coffee and friends, the perfect blend. Nice. Middle House. This thing is tiny. Hopefully you're watching on TV so you can see this. Spot of coffee. It says, "Coffee by the candlelight warms a heart into the night." Hold that like really close. Hopefully it doesn't like get blurry. There.
and again, this is Hometown Holiday, but this is the coffee shop.
Oh, I wonder how big this pillow is. It looks so tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Steamed broccoli.
And the next one, it's so true. If you can't remember my name, just say coffee, and I'll turn around.
Heartstring Sampler.
My husband said these 2 were made for me. I don't have a problem with coffee. I have a problem without
Coffee.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, this one uses picnic basket by John Art. New York Dreamer. Hot cocoa and cookies. Little gingerbread are sticking out of the mugs. Oh, and it's a Hobby Lobby frame. Heart in Hand, Coffee Bird, Rewarming. Coffee Bird. Kind of self-explanatory. There you go.
These are satisfied because my sister wants these.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I can get needle minders that match these too.
this is by Le Petit Croix.
Mm-hmm.
Beach coffees. Beach coffees. That is so cute. I wouldn't say coffees, but like drinks, like slushies and almost like that.
Oh, it's a frap, probably a frozen.
So colorful.
I mean,
a lot of
frozen,
backstitching.
hot.
Like that's almost compatible with Stony Creek's.
Don't tell me that.
I love this one. I'll be the one to stitch this one.
I have a few more. I just don't know where they are.
Independence Day coffees / drinks. Look at it. Oh, that's so pretty. And they made needle minders to go with these.
I don't have those on the website,
Valentine's,
but I can get them.
coffees. These look more like coffees, but we should do like all different styles.
I know.
Look at those. All the colors.
Like they could pick their own coffee one.
No, like you stitch that one, I stitch that
That's
one,
what I
she
mean.
stitch that one.
That's what I meant. Like everybody do their own. They pick which one they want. You're telling me that's
yes,
yours?
if it's all three of us, like that's it.
Talking about my sister.
Unless somebody else wants to join with us. If anybody wants to. Just open that up.
So as far as the shop, oh wait, there's a few more. These I just brought back in because I sold my copies. Well, I never got a copy because everybody wanted them.
There's no fuck cutter.
Mm-hmm. Home is where the fabric and floss are. And then cross stitching forever. This is a New York dreamer. She's a sweetheart. And then while I was on her list, I saw, because, you know, music, I love music, Grace Notes. Do You Hear What I Hear? That's like one of my favorite Christmas songs. My dad used to sing that. Well, we used to listen to Andy Williams in the car all the time, and I love his version of that song. So for Grace Notes, what we are up to this coming week, we, with the help of Mr. Grace Notes, I'll tell you, you all really should go onto Facebook and say, we love you, Mr. Grace Notes, because no orders next week probably would go out.
Yeah.
After
a whole day of like a shift at work, he came home and we did a little light work during the day. In the evening, she would serge, I sorted and cut apart. He did all the cutting.
She sorted, yeah. So he cut all of the fabric so that we could try to dye this week. We did dye yesterday, and we ironed today.
Yep.
So, I mean, we did get some work done, but it's slow going. I am wearing ice when I'm not stitching, when I'm not working, I'm icing. I have a shoulder support. I'm wearing pain patches. So I'm doing everything I possibly can so that I can push through the pain and work. So we did get stuff out, and then we're going to get some of the back orders done this coming week. And then hopefully in the evenings next week, we'll also cut and serge fabric of the month for the following week. So if we dye during the day, I'm hoping Mr. Grace Notes can help us cut and serge, or cut so I can serge fabric of the month, because otherwise we won't be able to start our Christmas break as early as we wanted.
I'll have to work my birthday.
I wouldn't ever make you work on your birthday. Not like Hobby Lobby. But yeah, we will make sure everybody's orders get out, but he got us ahead basically, because we wouldn't be anywhere near ready to dye. I wouldn't be able to enjoy the Jingle Ball, let's just put it that way. So
you're missing out on right now.
I know. So I'm gonna leave you all and hopefully get this uploaded overnight. I don't have a whole lot of editing. I don't have to edit things out. Instead, I got to insert a lot of stuff in. Not a lot, but a few things. But anyway, I'm going to go to the Jingle Ball now.
Happy stitching!